Ben Fridsma joined with Hudsonville girls head coach Casey Glass. Casey, congratulations on making it this far in the state tournament. Still got some work to do, though, today. You've got a matchup against Midland Dow today. Did not play them in the regular season. No common opponents between the two, so it's a totally fresh slate. What do you know about Midland Dow going into tonight's game?
Well, I think the biggest thing is they have two really good guards. Their guard play has been the key for their success. They have a post player that's a pretty decent player, too, as well. They lost one of their starters, so that kind of hurts them a little bit in that she was kind of their third off player. And so I think for us, the key, really it comes down to limiting the touches. I mean, those two girls in their quarterfinal win had 32 of their 42 points. So if we can limit their touches and try to make other kids have to beat us, I think that's the key to the success for our team today.
Big player this season, especially in the state tournament run, has been J.C. Tubergen. She has stepped up huge in moments that the team has really needed some offense, especially on Monday night against East Lansing in the quarterfinals coming out of halftime with two triples to start the second half. Talk about J.C. and what she has brought really to the table here in this tournament run. Certainly good in the regular season, but she's made a huge step here in the state tournament.
Yeah, I think that's just a testament to what she's done all year. She puts a ton of time in the weight room. She's physically gotten stronger, so I think her body can withstand a lot more of the wear and tear that we've had to have this year, especially playing 3 games and practicing 3 days a week. But she's a gamer. I mean, she's one of those kids you put in a game in a big situation, and she's been there, done that. She plays a lot of ball outside of school, too, so it's like the moment's never too big. And she's a kid who wants the ball in her hands when that moment is on. So,
Coach, we certainly know the team has been primed for a deep run in the state tournament. When did it hit with you that this team had a solid shot this season of making this deep run into the Breslin Center?
When we went through our league, I think our league's one of the toughest in the state. And we went through our league 14-0, and then, obviously, honestly, every game, it's like you take every game as it comes, but that district game against West Ottawa was a scare for us. We could have been out of it in the first night, and I think we learned from that, just playing good competition all year. But I think, when we beat East Grand Rapids in that regional final game, I think that was kind of like we got a shot. We got just as good a shot as anyone that's still left in the tournament, and so going into today, just have to take care of business and play the game that we've been playing all year and play with that confidence.
Coach, to go back to the East Lansing game, the first quarter, only 4 points scored by Hudsonville. Halftime, I believe you had 16 total going into the first half. A slower start than normal than Hudsonville's used to. What do you think contributed to that, and what are you going to make some changes, some fixes for today? Because slow starts at this stage of the state tournament are very costly.
Yeah, I think the big thing is don't settle. Don't settle. We have a lot of kids that can shoot the three. Don't settle for just shooting the three constantly. I think that can get teams in trouble. If a few of them go in early, that's great, but if they don't, you got to make some adjustments. You got to attack the basket, try to get to the foul line. But yeah, like you said, I mean, starting in that East Lansing game, I never really felt like we were out of it. I just kept saying we got to hit one or two shots, and then we're going to be close. And they never really did a ton to pull away, and we knew they weren't a really high scoring team. They were just a really good defensive team. And so I think when we came out in the second half, it was like we got ourselves back within striking distance at the half, set up a play to start the first half or the second half to hit the three that JC hit and went up 2. And I think from that point on, we had more of that confidence in our shot and what we're doing. But going into tonight, I think we just got to, play our game and let our defense create opportunities on the offensive end as well.
Coach, a couple injury questions. We know Maddie Petrilli has had a little bit of a foot injury this year. Monday night, her foot seemed to be pretty good. Is that fully healed now?
Yeah, she's been much better. I don't know if I'll ever say it's 100%. With the way this season's gone and having to practice and play so much, and she needs time to heal. But she's gonna be 95% or better and give us everything she's got.
And then in the Monday game, we saw Emma Costin took a little bit of a stinger on the leg there, but came right back into the game. No bruising from that at all?
No, she just basically took a shoulder ahead to the shin, and so it's just kind of a sharp pain initially, but she was good.
And then the COVID testing that's come around, we know that Ellery Baker tested positive for COVID, and she's no longer with the team and is consequently out for the season. So that's certainly an issue, but everyone else, COVID-wise, has been healthy to this point.
Yes, yep. Everybody's tested negative. It's unfortunate for Ellery. We miss her. She's a big part of our team. Just hard to watch a kid have to go through this at the end of the year. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. But unfortunately, this is the rules we have to play by, and so we're going to go tonight with the team we have and try to get it done. And
certainly she's not with the team, but any plans at all when she's out of quarantine to have a celebration with her or incorporate her in some things?
Yeah, I mean, we Zoomed her into our practice the other day. The girls also just went to do a drive-by by her house. She's out in her driveway, so doing everything we can to still keep that family atmosphere and keep her involved and let her know we're caring about her and that she's definitely a huge part of what we're doing.
And Coach, with COVID and attendance numbers, not everyone who wants to be at the game tonight can be at the game tonight, but what is your message to the fans that are going to be there tonight for tonight's game?
Be loud. Be double loud, I guess, and I'm just thankful for the community that we have. I mean, it was loud at Calvin the other night. I think we'll have our fans that can be there will be there. I had a lot of people reach out to me asking about tickets, trying to get tickets. And a lot of people obviously are on spring break, but I saw a lot of people doing watch parties, watching our game. So that's a fantastic thing to see with our community.